It is no secret that life can sometimes feel like a limited paved road laid out before us that we feel the need to stick to. Look at how we are brought up. Most of the time we come into the world and begin gaining our perceptions from those closest to us, our parents. As time goes on, we find ourselves in school. Throughout that time we also begin watching what others do around us, what we see on TV and in movies. What is happening is we are observing and creating an idea of how life should be, the best way to play the game. But what is best? How many times have we heard, "That's not the best decision," or "That's not the best decision for the whole family"? When you look at either statement, you realize that best is subjective. What the best is to one person may not be the best to another. Even further, both of the perceptions of best are created from whatever belief systems each have created in their own lives. This is the key factor to realize. Life is not a one-size-fits-all journey. It is a unique and individual experience for each and every one of us. We are all walking our own paths, facing our own challenges, and making our own choices. It is important to remember that there is no right or wrong way to live life. What works for one person may not work for another, and that's okay. Instead of trying to conform to society's idea of what is best, we should focus on discovering our own passions, values, and dreams. We should strive to live authentically and in alignment with our true selves. This means listening to our own inner voice and following our own intuition, even if it goes against the grain. It is easy to get caught up in the expectations and opinions of others. We may feel pressured to follow a certain path or make decisions based on what others think is best for us. But true fulfillment and happiness can only be found when we live according to our own truth. So, let go of the need to please others or fit into a mold. Embrace your uniqueness and celebrate your individuality. Trust yourself and your own judgment. Remember that you have the power to create your own definition of success and happiness. Life is not a race or a competition. It is a beautiful journey of self-discovery and growth. Each step we take, each decision we make, brings us closer to our true selves. So let go of the need for perfection and embrace the messy, unpredictable nature of life. Embrace the detours and the unexpected turns. They are all part of the adventure. In the end, it is not about reaching some predetermined destination or achieving someone else's idea of success. It is about living a life that is true to who we are and what we believe in. It is about finding joy, fulfillment, and purpose in the everyday moments. It is about embracing the journey and making the most of every opportunity. We get trapped in belief systems. In life, we often find ourselves trapped in belief systems that dictate what we perceive as the best choice or decision. These belief systems, though they may seem comforting and secure, can actually limit our ability to truly experience and understand the world around us. When we adhere to a rigid set of beliefs, we no longer trust our instincts or intuition to guide us towards what is truly best for us. Instead, we rely on past experiences and societal norms to define what we should consider as the best option. Take, for example, a young high school graduate contemplating their future. More often than not, they are bombarded with the notion that the best decision they can make is to continue their education at a university or college. Regardless of whether they have a clear passion or direction in mind, they are led to believe that pursuing higher education is the only path to success. The pressure to conform to this belief is immense, as society places great value on obtaining a degree. However, this belief fails to consider the individual's unique talents, interests, and aspirations. By blindly following this belief system, we may find ourselves trapped in a cycle of conformity, without truly exploring our own passions and potential. We become disconnected from our own desires and dreams, as we prioritize societal expectations over our own happiness and fulfillment. We may even find ourselves pursuing a career or lifestyle that is incongruent with our true selves, simply because it is deemed as the best choice by others. It is important to challenge these belief systems and expand our perspectives. We must question the assumptions and limitations that they impose upon us. Instead of accepting the predetermined notion of what is best, we should explore different paths and possibilities. We should encourage young individuals to embrace their curiosity and explore various avenues, whether it be through travel, internships, or unconventional educational paths. Furthermore, we must recognize that the concept of what is best is subjective and ever-changing. What may have been considered the best choice in the past may not hold true in the present moment. The world is constantly evolving, and our beliefs should evolve with it. We should be open to re-evaluating our choices and adapting to new circumstances. Ultimately, breaking free from the confines of belief systems allows us to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. It empowers us to make choices based on our own values and aspirations, rather than blindly following societal expectations. It encourages us to trust our instincts and embrace the unknown, knowing that the path less traveled may lead to the greatest discoveries and personal growth. Let's take the example of a child coming out of high school today. 9 times out of 10, that child will be told, and may even believe, that the best decision they can make for their life is to continue their education at university or college. It does not matter that they do not know what they want to study, or that the education system will potentially cost them $100,000 plus. Many will state that is best, and even have pride about it. Next, they would be told to get a job so they can buy a house, as owning and buying a house is a smart decision. Should this child begin their life based on these belief systems, more often than not they will take this idea of what is best throughout the rest of their life. They will judge their decisions by this, express emotions based on this, develop self-esteem based on this, and so forth. From then on, every decision they make will be based on this belief system handed down and taught to them. Even getting specific, what to study in school, what type of job to get, what type of car to buy, how to spend and save money, what type of house to buy, and so on. What is really happening with all of this? We are defining the ideal life or what's best, and then we limit our life to a small scope of how things should be. The deep truth. The deep truth is a profound realization that shakes the very foundation of our beliefs. It challenges the notion of absolute truth and reveals that much of what we consider to be true is merely a construct of our own minds. This revelation may initially seem unsettling, as it implies that the truths we hold dear are not universal or objective, but rather subjective and malleable. Our perception shapes our reality. We create our own truth through the lens of our beliefs, experiences, and biases. The deep truth exposes the fallacy of thinking that there is one ultimate truth that applies to everyone. It reminds us that what we perceive as truth is often just a belief system we have adopted and accepted as reality. We often become so entrenched in our belief systems that they become ingrained in our minds. We live our lives based on these beliefs, thinking that this is the only way to navigate the world. We become stuck in a narrow perspective, unable to see beyond the confines of our own limited understanding. But what happens when our beliefs no longer serve us? When they become the source of our suffering, leading to depression and anxiety? It is in these moments of despair that we must pause and reflect on the belief systems that have caged us. We must question their validity and explore new possibilities. Look at our world. We often all chase the same thing, the same stuff, because that is what we have been sold as the ideal life. Each area of the world has its own version of this. Whose life are you really living? Whose dreams are you chasing and carrying out? We take on these beliefs and we begin to sacrifice ourselves, our health, and our soul desires so we can carry out someone else's idea of best that we grabbed onto. But here's the thing, my friend. Life is too short to live it for others. The world is full of expectations and societal norms that try to define what success should look like. They tell us that we should strive for a high-paying job, a big house, a fancy car, and all the material possessions that come with it. They make us believe that these things will bring us happiness and fulfillment. But let me ask you this, are those really your dreams? Are those the things that truly make your heart sing? Or are you just chasing after someone else's idea of success? It's time to take a step back and re-evaluate. It's time to ask yourself what truly matters to you. What are your passions, your desires, your dreams? What brings you joy and fulfillment? Don't be afraid to break free from the mold that society has created. Don't be afraid to live life on your own terms. It's okay to have different dreams and goals than those around you. It's okay to pursue a path that might not be considered normal or conventional. Remember, your life is your own. You have the power to create your own definition of success. Don't let the expectations of others hold you back. Embrace your uniqueness and follow your own path. Yes, it might be scary at times. It might require you to step out of your comfort zone and take risks. But trust me, the rewards will be worth it. When you live a life true to yourself, when you pursue your own dreams and passions, you will find a sense of fulfillment and happiness that can't be found in material possessions. Back to the child from the example above. Now they have grown into a young man or woman and are in a job they don't truly like. But it pays the bills and lives up to the idea of best that has been given to them. Most of the time, people around them will all reinforce that their decisions are the best, because they have all been sold on the same belief system. You have to make sacrifices, you have to work really hard to have a good life, is what we are told. But who says what is good? Even when that grown-up child is expressing their sadness or frustration for the reality they are in, we continue to reinforce it to protect the idea of the best. We take this entirely expansive creative individual playing in an expansive playground called Earth and we confine them to this tiny little narrow path of what the best is. Instead of spending their life being able to make any choice they choose, they stay limited to what they have been sold as the best, even if they don't truly love it. Even deeper. In a world where beliefs shape our reality, it is essential to recognize the power of perception and ideas. The absolute truth is that there is no absolute truth. Our understanding of the world is subjective, influenced by our individual experiences and the belief systems we hold. However, we often become so deeply entrenched in these beliefs that they dictate our actions and limit our potential. When we find ourselves trapped in the clutches of depression and anxiety, it is crucial to reflect on the belief systems that confine us. These systems create a confined space, restricting our ability to resonate with our true desires and aspirations. Take a moment to observe the world around us. We witness people from different corners of the globe chasing after the same things, driven by societal ideals that have been sold to us as the epitome of a fulfilled life. But whose life are we truly living? Whose dreams are we pursuing? Too often, we adopt these external beliefs as our own, sacrificing our well-being and authentic desires to fulfill someone else's vision of success. We inadvertently surrender our power, allowing the expectations and standards of others to overshadow our own. It is time to break free from these chains and reclaim our autonomy. Imagine a child, unburdened by societal expectations, unafraid to dream big and pursue their passions. As we grow older, we may lose touch with that childlike wonder and enthusiasm. However, it is never too late to reconnect with our inner child and rediscover our true calling. Let us embark on a journey of self-discovery, shedding the layers of borrowed beliefs and embracing our unique path. It is through this process that we can uncover our authentic selves, aligning our actions with our deepest desires. By living in alignment with our true purpose, we can transcend the limitations imposed by societal norms and expectations. Then you have the even deeper part, the part of us that looks upon and judges others when they make what we perceive as the wrong decisions. We tend to criticize and label those who change their minds about what they want to do or play with, don't we? We say things like, they need to make up their mind and get their life on track. But who determines what track they should be on? Is there really a track that everyone should follow? Who says that some decisions are better than others? Isn't every decision an opportunity for growth and learning? You see, my friend, you are the creator of your life and reality. You have the power to choose and create whatever type of life you desire. And here's the beautiful truth. If you make a decision and start creating a particular life, but then realize that you want to create something new, you are free to do so. There are no limitations or restrictions on the life you can create for yourself. Don't let the egoic illusions hold you back. The stories we tell ourselves, like it's too late, I can't change this now, or it's too costly, are all just illusions created by our ego. They are designed to keep us in our comfort zone and prevent us from taking risks or stepping into the unknown. But remember, my friend, growth and transformation happen outside of our comfort zone. So whether you've been living a certain way for 30 years or 30 days, it doesn't matter. You always have the power to change and create a new reality for yourself. Embrace the freedom that comes with knowing that you are not bound by any decisions you've made in the past. Every moment is an opportunity for a fresh start, a chance to rewrite your story. It's time to let go of the judgments and expectations placed upon ourselves and others. Let go of the need to conform to societal norms or please others. Instead, embrace your unique journey and trust that every decision, whether it is perceived as right or wrong, is leading you closer to your true purpose. Then you have the even deeper part, where we not only judge ourselves but also others when they make what we perceive as the wrong decisions. We tend to look down upon those who change their minds frequently, especially when it comes to their interests and passions. We often label them as indecisive or lacking direction in life. But who sets the standards for what is considered the right or wrong decision? Is there really a predefined track that we all should follow? The truth is, life is not a linear path with a set destination. It is a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. Each decision we make, whether it is deemed smart or foolish by society, is an opportunity for growth and learning. Every experience, positive or negative, contributes to shaping who we are and who we become. We are the creators of our own lives and realities. We have the power to choose the direction we want to take, the type of life we want to live. And here's the beauty of it: if we start creating a particular life and later realize that we want something different, we have the freedom to change course. It is never too late to redefine our path and pursue new dreams. The limitations we impose on ourselves, such as it's too late or it's too costly, are nothing but illusions created by our ego. They are the stories we tell ourselves to justify staying in our comfort zones and avoiding the unknown. But the truth is, there are no limits to what we can achieve and create in our lives. Even if we have been following a certain path for 30 years, we can still choose to break free from the constraints and explore new possibilities. It may require courage and determination, but the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing change and embracing our true desires, we open ourselves up to a world of endless opportunities and fulfillment. Take a moment to reflect. Remember to ask yourself, the life you are chasing, the goals you have set, whose goals are they really? Where did you first hear of them? Are they from your heart? Or are they what you have been sold? Look inside yourself at what you truly want and how you wish to express yourself and create. Start there, and create from that space. You will see very quickly that you can create anything you choose. It's easy to get caught up in the expectations and desires of others. Society, family, friends, and even the media all have their own ideas of what success and happiness should look like. They bombard us with images and messages that tell us what we should want and how we should live our lives. But it's important to remember that these are not necessarily our own goals and dreams. Take a moment to reflect on where these goals and aspirations came from. Did you come up with them on your own, or were they handed to you by someone else? Are they truly aligned with your values, passions, and purpose? It's crucial to dig deep and listen to your own inner voice. Only then can you uncover what you truly want and how you wish to express yourself and create. Once you have identified your authentic desires, it's time to start creating from that space. Trust in your own abilities and believe that you have the power to manifest your dreams. Release any doubts or fears that may be holding you back. Embrace the idea that you have the freedom to choose your own path and create a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. Remember, there is no right or wrong path here. It's not about conforming to societal norms or meeting the expectations of others. It's about looking back on the choices you have made, evaluating where you are at, and asking yourself, is this where I want to be? Am I feeling peace? Am I expressing my deepest self? Am I inspired about where I am at? If the answer is no, it's time to create a new path. Follow how you feel, not what you think is right or wrong. Your emotions are your compass, guiding you towards what truly resonates with your soul. Trust your intuition and let it lead you to a life that is in alignment with your authentic self. Remember that your life reflects your state of consciousness. When you are in touch with your true desires and living in alignment with your values, you will radiate a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Your external circumstances will mirror the internal state of your being. So, take the time to ask yourself those important questions. Reflect on the goals and dreams you are chasing. Are they truly yours? Are they aligned with your heart's desires? If not, it's never too late to make a change. Start creating from a place of authenticity and watch as your life transforms into something truly extraordinary.